Shalom, Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakudash, the Bawanas of the Apostles and the Elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to like out there doing the work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. All right, I want to get into a quick topic, pretty much about what we look forward to, because it's always good to dwell on the things in which we hope for within Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we know that we do this for a reward. We do this for our salvation, the redemption of our souls. So knowing that and caught up with the everyday hustle and bustle of life, doing what we do for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and all of that, everything gets so, what's the best term to put it? It just gets so hectic, you get mentally fatigued, physically fatigued, you just get, your body just slows down overall, you get stressed out, you go through all types of hell. But when those times hit, man, and the hell of this world is getting to you and different things like that, that's when you really got to focus on what is to come. And I know for me personally, that helps to set my mind at ease, just to dwell upon the things in which we hope for, so this is 2 Peter 3, and I start at verse 10, and it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" So knowing, that this world is about to be destroyed very soon, and we see that closer and closer each day. Well, what manner of persons ought to be? How should we? How should our conversation be? Meaning what? How should we be conducting ourselves? Right? We got to think about these things. Verse 12. "Looking and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot, and blameless." So we look for that promise of that new heaven and new earth where everything is right and exact, but we don't have to worry. We don't have to look over our shoulder. We don't have to worry about how's our bills going to be paid for the month. You know what I'm saying? These are Jake problems, man. Of course, the average person says, yeah, everybody got bills. Yeah, but not like Jake, man. Not like Jake. From the statistics, from watching the guy that Apostle Hart put brothers on, Antonio Moore, he brought it out that the percentage of white wealth within this country currently is at 90%, and the percentage of so-called black wealth, because he didn't really get into the other numbers, Hispanics and stuff like that, which we know that are our brothers according to the scriptures. You said the so-called black wealth is only 2.6% in America, man. So, it's Jake that's really out here struggling check to check, bill to bill, just trying to make ends meet, man. So we look forward to these things and where we can actually raise up our children how we want to raise them up, not how the system wants to raise them, not just how the woman see fits to raise them, so on and so forth. All these things, we long for in the kingdom, to have a peaceful and actually loving woman, and an actual woman that is a true pillar of rest, We look forward to these other nations not slinging us garbage within our food, spraying our food with pesticides and chemicals and all type of crap, GMO foods and all of this, man. You know, not having to worry about a boss being over you or you getting fired and all of that type of stuff, man. Because we're going to be continually employed, having our own businesses, having our own kingdom, having our own cities, our own planets, man. You know, everything is going to be for to our liking, man. You know, without question. You know, real quick, Shalaki. This is Isaiah 64 and verse 4 says, Shalaki. For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Yahweh, beside thee, what hath he prepared for him that waiteth for him. Thou meetest him that rejoiceth and worketh righteousness, those that remember thee in thy ways. Behold, thou art not wroth, for we have sinned, and those is continuance, and we shall be saved. So it's all about the elect, because through the elect, this is how we have the continuance of our nation. The elect starting off with, the Lord's Son, Yahweh Shah, who the world only calls Jesus Christ. You know, that's why I said the Lord is rejoice in those that work the righteous and remember in thee, and behold thou art wroth, for we have sinned, and those is continuance, and we shall be saved. So it's out of the continuance of the faith and the hope of the elect, that the whole nation is going to be brought back into fruition for what Yahweh Shah did, giving us that second chance. That's why we are saved, and us continuing to do the work that the Lord proclaimed us to do. This is all helping to usher in the kingdom so that we can be saved as a nation in the long run, even though we know 2/3 of our people here within America have to meet thermonuclear destruction according to Zechariah 13:8. Slakia. So this is the beautiful thing, man. And, the things that brothers imagine, the things that we often talk about, whether it's camp or off camera and different things like that, we just trying to imagine of just what a taste that of the kingdom can possibly be like, but we truly don't even know, man. The Lord is truly gonna have us in awe. One thing that Apostle Gabar always says is that the Lord, he does things in a dramatic fashion. So I can only imagine how things are gonna be within the kingdom, man. Real quick, I want to go to the book of Psalms. It's the book of Psalms 37, and I started at verse 3. It says, "Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thou," verse 5, "commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday," man. So this is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for the Lord to since we delight in the Lord, we're looking for the Lord to give us the desires of our hearts, man. Brothers always talking about women and this and that, and what I'm saying, with just endless possibilities of the kingdom, man. And only through constantly us having that faith, us believing, us trusting in the process, that the Lord is bringing it past in the midst of all of this hell, will that truly happen, man? If we are part of the hopeful, if we are part of the elect, we are part of the hopeful elect because we're doing the work, but we hope to actually be of the elect, man. So, like I said, personally, me, this is something I just do, every so often. Things get hectic within my mind. Just dwell upon the kingdom, dwell upon why we doing this for. These are always things that we have to be reminded of, within this truth, man. That, to keep us steadfast and, just to check yourself at times. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I hope this segment was edifying. And I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. And shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. Shalom.